All right, I think we're good. Hey, everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe, episode number 50. Wow, we're at 50. I feel like that's a milestone. How are
I
you
think
doing, Gabe?
so. I'm good, man. I'm just tired. I'm running out on 5 hours of sleep. But I mean, I know that's not too bad for most people, but I don't think I've ever stayed up that late in my life, since like high school.
Well, you said you were celebrating your brother's birthday, right? So like, you weren't just up; you were like up doing stuff, like
Yeah, not only was
engaging.
I up, but I was like rock hard when it happened too.
Ah, okay.
hmm
Well, that's good. That's healthy. That means you're a healthy youth male.
it means my heart's in the right place. And that's in the health section.
Your heart's in the right place. It's pumping blood to your feet. Yeah, no, great thing.
Man, you want to see this 1 inch go to three? Well, too bad. You're only getting two.
I mean, you got to keep them wanting more, right?
Yeah, it's like I ain't gonna show you what all I got. You ever seen Dragon Ball Z? This ain't my final form.
That and you leave everyone hanging for like so many episodes. Uh,
Ew.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And it just happens to be. It's like I swear, baby, it's not you. It's me. But on a serious note, yeah, we celebrated my brother's birthday. Shout out to Richard again. Happy belated birthday, love you, man. Stayed up
Thank you.
till like 4 in the morning playing Magic the Gathering and just getting drunk. I can't drink anymore like I used to. So, but I was trying to hang. I did all right, I guess. I'm just tired.
That's fair, man. I know the feeling. I used to not do all nighters like that, but with working two jobs and stuff like that, I'd barely get any sleep, so I know the feeling of being drained that way. Now I'm just tired all the time. Even if I get like not, I have to find that sweet spot where if I get like less than 6 hours of sleep, I'm tired. But if I get more
hmm
than 8.5 hours of sleep, I'm tired.
Oh, dude, yeah, you can never win, man. Being an adult's weird. This is my punishment for pulling all those all nighters and complaining about sleep because now I got sleep apnea, and I think the world is just cruel.
That's that I agree with.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
no, I can somewhat agree with that.
But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm just ready for another good week of hopefully it goes by fast, man, because I just need to sleep.
Hell yeah, no, that's probably what I'm gonna do after this recording. It's
Oh no,
probably
yeah,
sleep more.
100%.
Even though I got other shit to do. Nope, I'll just fucking sleep.
I know being an adult's fun. Just me trying not to cry. Just uh,
Well, going into wrestling, this is we do talk about wrestling here. And the world being cruel. I know there was some new. Well, we're gonna get into the news, into the weeds of it, and I know there was some talk last week about Jacob Fatu, and yeah, like I think this was last week, right? Where it was being reported that he hadn't paid or he hadn't shown he got paid to show up in some charity event to wrestle, and he hadn't um shown up, he hadn't returned the money, he just ghosted them, and the people were like putting him on blast right on the internet, right?
hmm Yeah, so for those who don't know, it was this, I think, a charity called well, it's here on the screen, Jake's Network of Hope Charity. And it was a local wrestling event that they were that was happening. And from what I read about the charity, like they do a bunch of great things and all this stuff, of course. And like what you just said, it was a no call, no show. Or like he said, he couldn't go to like obligations, but he ended up stealing from the charity which was I guess like sometime last year, sometime before he got signed by WWE. So
Hmm.
I'm assuming like he was still part of like Major League Wrestling, and I want to say it was like somewhere over $2,000, something like that.
Hmm.
Um, and so afterwards, the person ended up going on Reddit and making a post about it. But this was like sometime last year, I think, that the post was on there. If I remember seeing that Reddit thread, and finally somebody mentioned again, it's like, hey, did Jacob Fatu ever pay that money back? And the person who was like the I guess like the founder of the charity,
Hmm.
he made a post responding to them saying, "Oh, just want to give you an update. No, he still hasn't paid us, and it's kind of upsetting because I see him on WWE TV every week, and it just makes me upset that that's the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I see him on my TV is that he stole from us."
Yeah, that would be the first thing that come to my mind too.
Right.
But yeah, so this was becoming like a big news issue with all the dirt sheets and wrestling British tabloids following it. And at a certain point, the charity was like, "Oh no, we made a mistake. He had fixed this issue, Jacob Fatu, him in I guess May or like sometime before. We didn't realize it, but he had fixed it and we just didn't look at our books. And so like from what I'm reading here, this quote here, Jacob Fatu resolved his issues with the Jake's Network of Hope charity organization earlier this year. He actually reimbursed the charity after signing with WWE. They released a statement via PW Insider. In May, Jacob Fatu reached out with a heartfelt apology, initiating a meaningful dialogue that allowed us to work together with all parties involved to find solutions and fully resolve the matter. This event aimed to confront the challenging realities of poverty and the immense obstacles to overcoming it. While not everything unfolded perfectly, we are grateful for the awareness raised around diaper need and the substantial cost of providing essential products to families. Especially want to thank Now Wrestling for their incredible support, their commitment to raising awareness, along with their generous donation of 50-50 raffle proceeds from recent events has been invaluable in advancing their mission to end diaper need. Blah blah blah. As Jacob Fatu embarks on his WWE journey, we wish him every success, and we are inspired by the solidarity shown across the wrestling community in support of this critical mission. So, yeah, like apparently they were like, "Oh wait, we overlooked this. He actually fixed it months ago."
Oh wow, that's so. Why was it that it got brought up like recently? I guess just well, it was the founder that was that responded, correct? That
Yeah,
said
yeah.
like just recently, like oh, like he still hasn't paid us back, and then it just kind of like blew up, right? Like of course, like all the tabloids and fake news.
Yeah. They all blew it up exponentially and yeah, people were like really rallying against Jacob Fatu and then, the person that was the organizer of the charity was like, "Oh, never mind, we made a mistake. He actually did pay back." And I saw people in the comments like, "Oh, that's convenient that they overlooked it and it was taken care of uh, months ago, and people are speculating. And of course, I got to understand this that they got paid off and were paid to say that statement to not make Jacob Fatu look so bad.
That's so weird, man. I didn't know about that second half. It was because when I first heard about that oh he stole from a charity, I was heartbroken because I mean it's a I love you solo. I love Jacob Fatu, dude. Like I've always talked about like highly of him. So when I heard he did all this stuff, or that these accusations were made, I was just saying, man, dude, it's always something. It's always something like with the wrestler. No matter who it is, it's always something bad, and it's always gonna get fished up, whatever. And I thought it was weird too how, like you were said, they said he stole the money, and then right away they're like, "Oh, it's been paid for under the table." like under the table, like so fast, like not even within a week. I think it was like within
Mm-hmm.
like 2 or 3 days. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember I sent you the news article. I was like, oh fuck, and then like the next day, I was like, wait a minute, that's huh, that's really fast. So you feel like Jacob Fatu would have made like an apology, like within like within this time to like address it or something. So when it was like, oh, like they did it under the table, it's like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, like not only is it fixed, but it was fixed actually months ago. So what I said, or like the organizer, what I said is actually null and void because he actually sent the money and I just didn't see it. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so you're the one that needs to be apologizing. Like I don't know, I don't
To
understand it. You
It's
know?
such wild accusations, man. It's like I don't understand. It's like you have this charity that does so much for like families in need, and then for you to they say like, oh, he didn't pay us, but it's like that's your fault for not checking like the proper paperwork and like the
Hmm.
timestamps or anything. It's like you said, like he should be apologizing because now you have like a good chunk of fans that probably turned on Jacob Fatu,
Hmm.
and like casuals who probably don't even do like proper research or anything. Us uh, that that they probably don't know that this got resolved a long time ago. So it's like, oh, like he lost a fan maybe for like the rest of their lives.
Hmm.
I don't know. It all plays. It's like the little like the domino effect, the butterfly effect. That it's gonna do some type of damage, and to the charity too. It's like, man, it's great you're doing all this stuff for your families, but it's like, why you have to do this speculation and drama to say to just stir up something.
Yeah, yeah. It makes it seem like so political. Yeah, I don't want to get into politics, but it is essentially political. That like, oh, let's make this statement. Oh wait, never mind, it wasn't. But just to drive eyeballs to their charity or whatever, and they should. I saw like someone. Well, the apology should be as loud as the accusation. You know what I mean? But it
Hmm.
never is. You know the people retracting their statement never say it, and the news sites too never say it as loudly as the accusation because that's what gets more clicks. You know?
Hmm. I think it's funny that you say like the YouTube sites and the news channels because we still haven't heard them talk about that this was resolved like a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Because it doesn't drive clicks, and then I don't know. Like to me, when I heard this, I was like, "But he's a heel." Like,
He's posted on payback charities.
yeah, like I always see like heels do heel shit, and it's like, why are you surprised? He's a heel. Like that's just what he's supposed to do: steal money and not give a fuck.
I imagine you saying he's a heel, and what I imagine in my head is I just see a big building like with the name of the charity. It just says charity on the building, and then you just hear and then the back door kick open, and it's Jacob Fatu with the burlap sack that has a dollar sign on it. But like Jacob Fatu has the bandana on with the mask that like shows his eyes like a Ninja Turtle. Just like all cartoonishly, and he's just running away from the cops with the dollar bills flying out of the burlap sack.
He's just doing moonsault flips away from them.
I know does it over police cars. I love you, Solo.
He's like, "Wah, woohoo, yahoo!"
It's like freeze, and then he's just like shaking his head all crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, and I could even believe, as crazy as that sounds, that he did like reach out to them, told them, "Hey, if I pay you more, or WWE pays you more, can you make this to where I actually fixed the problem months ago?" You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, hey, here's the NDA because we're good at that shit, and let's fix this like beyond fixing it, and I could see that too. That
Hmm.
him doing that, or WWE doing that.
And it was like I said before this we started recording. I was looking up on my phone because he's mentioned it before, like interviews and everything, that he's been arrested before. He's been in jail multiple times, and so I wanted to see what he was in jail for. So when I looked it up, it was armed robbery. He was in
Damn.
yeah, for armed robbery at the age of 18, from what it said. So I looked up his age. He's 32 now, but I think, and I was thinking too, like I guess like the whole um like his journey like to becoming a pro wrestler, like it's kind of like it's sad to see it that way. Like he has to go to jail and like do the hardships of like suffering for his consequences and stuff, but that changed him for the better. Of like, oh, like I saw the Usos on TV, and I'm just like, man, I need to do something better with myself and like do something better for my family. So he started, became a professional wrestler. He's in the WWE now. So it's kind of like, you always like hearing those comeback stories. But when I heard that, oh, like he robbed from a charity, I was like, fuck, man. Like, it's not something anything bad about Jacob Fatu at all, because he did pay them back in
Hmm.
the end.
Yeah.
But it's like when you hear about like addicts and stuff, like I know that's kind of like a far reach, but they get better, or like in a recovery process, and then somehow they fall back into it afterwards. Or like even like the life of crime, it's like you think they would learn from their mistakes, but it's just like they just keep doing it over and over again and just never learn from it. So that's what I thought this situation was going to be too. But then again, I'm fake news, you know?
We're all fake news, buddy.
Yeah.
Uh
I only watch
yeah.
Fox News.
Oh yeah, no. Fox is one of two that that you can trust.
Absolutely, man. I don't watch that fake news like CNN or local Fox News about charities that Jacob Fatu stole from.
I don't know. At least in the end, it was resolved. Like
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, it sucks that they're not like rowdy shouting out that it was resolved, but at least they're putting out statements that it was. And I'm still wondering about SGW because I
Man,
haven't
I was gonna
heard.
bring that up. It's like, where's that fucking ring?
Dude, I haven't heard peeps like, and I follow SGW, and I imagine with all the shit I type into my thing about wrestling that it would pop up, but nothing has popped up. I don't know if they're silent. Let me look when their last
Man,
filing for
it's so
T.
funny. I was just gonna bring up about SGW as well, man, because I haven't heard about them in a good minute. They're
Oh,
still posting.
they still posting. God damn, they
Oh my
got.
god. Wow. There's no way that's the same dude, right?
And, nah, dude, they still don't have their fucking. This is November 8th. They still
Oh
don't
wait, no,
have the
that's the
ring.
same guy. Look at him. He's built.
This is November 8th. They still don't have the ring.
I thought he was gonna throw.
November 9th.
Okay, that was
They're
sick.
never gonna get that ring. This is from yesterday.
I don't know, man. That's so upsetting. I'm just thinking about like how the real crime was Cody and Will Ospreay getting robbed, and Mason Mansoor, because man, they got a lot of fucking money, right? It was like about 30K, if I remember
Who
correctly.
SGW? Yeah, we did the math. It was like almost 30 to 40,000, and then not only did they get that, um, they also were like pledged by after like Lord White stole that money, which I don't know if that was kayfabe or not. They were pledged to by Cody Rhodes that he was essentially giving them a blank check to get a ring. Like,
Hmm.
hey, tell me the costs and I will sign the check, like for the ring. And they still haven't gotten the ring.
Man, I imagine Cody Rhodes, like his tour bus pulls up like at his home. He gets off. He goes into his giant warehouse. He turns on the light. 'Cause I'm pretty sure wrestlers have wrestling rings at home.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then you just see the cabbages says SGW, like he kept the ring for himself, and he just does like an evil maniacal laugh. while lightning striking in the background. Think he actually got it for himself.
He's just laughing, then he goes, "Whoa!"
Whoa! Oh man. But this is the real crime. Jacob Fatu, you're still fucking awesome. If you
Yeah,
ever watch this, come on the podcast, please.
I mean, I'm not gay, but yeah, he's all right.
Oh no. I mean, it's 2024, man. Not saying you, but everyone's free to be what they want, I guess. But enjoy it
No,
while it
no, yeah.
lasts, man, because in 2025, I think a lot of shit's gonna change.
That's Obama's fucking gimmick, the change gimmick.
Thanks, Obama.
SGW still doesn't have a ring. Thanks, Obama.
I don't know. I blame Joe Byron. When's he gonna forgive those taxes? I mean, those student loans, so that way they can pay off for that ring. Damn it.
Let's go, Brandon. Come on. Next year on the news, um, I don't know if you saw clips of it because I didn't. Excuse me, because I didn't watch the match. But Malakai Black had a match, I believe, with Adam Cole, and he basically let Adam Cole like win at the end, and hugged him and essentially made it seem like this was his last match or that he was leaving. It gave that indication to people, and Malakai Black felt the need to address this on Instagram that wasn't the indication. So let's see what he has to say to the comments of people saying, "Hey, why did you hug Adam Cole? Why did you make this seem like this was your last match or your swan song and you were leaving?" Let's see.
We are once more a match down, and again, everybody is always retiring. He's retiring because of his injuries and this and that. Well, neither of these things. I'm not injured, nor am I retiring, nor am I leaving. I feel this happens every match I have, and I don't understand how many times you're going to say these things and then them not happening, and people still are going to fall for that. I haven't been injured in more than 3 years, and I'm referring to my back injury, of course. And I only posted about that after it was already done. And if you would have read the post, you'd have seen that and not read what other people have written about it. I'm fine. I've been fine for the longest time. I would really appreciate it if that stuff stops, man. If I'm going to retire, you're going to hear from me, and not after Adam just cuts a promo just as a thank you for the match, because that's all it was. So thank you.
Before we say anything, just a correction. It wasn't just a singles match. It was a handicap match. I don't know if you knew that. It was because it was Malakai
Was Adam
Black
Cole
versus...
handicapped?
No, no, it was 2-on-1.
No, I mean because he's fucking got a dead man's bone in his fucking leg and stuff.
It was a handicap match. It was Malakai Black versus Adam Cole on his tapeworm.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Hey-oh.
Man, that tapeworm. Pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Hey, pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Hey, pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Hey.
Real quick before I say anything about this, Brody King made a tweet about this. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if I sent it to you. I don't think I did.
I don't think
But
I
he
saw
put, "I'm going to miss my brother Malakai. I heard after last night's match, Malakai Black is leaving wrestling forever and starting a traveling cat circus." I knew it was I knew it was his true calling when he showed me a video of his cats reenacting a move for an Ospreay versus Ricochet match. Oh man.
Well, that just further would add to the rumors. Why would he do that?
I know we gotta. This is on Malakai Black Cat Circus, or what do they call the? Malakai Black ringleader. It's the cat that's like Lion Tamer. It's just Chris Jericho in his Lion Tamer.
Hi guys,
I'm the learning tree. Man, Yeah, because this match, it was kind of weird. Oh, well, first off, it was a good match. I always love, I have so much shit as we talk about Adam Cole. Like, joke around about him, not really talking shit.
Hmm.
But I always love him. Malakai Black is always fucking awesome.
Yeah, he is.
In
Malachi
in
Black's
this
good.
yeah, in this match, it was really weird because I'm guessing they're building up Adam Cole to be a babyface, which is good because I guess you need more baby faces because everything's like heel or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, in the match, I remember Malachi Black did the sitting pose, and he wanted, like, he was telling Adam Cole to, oh, like, do your thing, like, like the Adam Cole baby, whatever, like, go ahead, do it. But instead, Adam Cole goes for the last shot, like his finisher, and he ends up winning. So it was like, oh shit, like he didn't like egg him on, whatever. And not only that, too, that if I remember correctly, Malachi Black did his finisher. I don't know if it's still called the Black Mass, but it's fucking awesome. Anyway, he did his finisher, and Adam Cole kicked out of it, and I want to say that finisher was also like protected for a long time, where
Hmm.
nobody else kicked out of it. I think someone said that on Twitter. I'm just going off of speculation.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was kind of
Like
like a big thing.
you're like Dave Meltzer right now. You're just seeing what you see and
Yeah, and it's
going
like
from the gut.
it could have happened, but it didn't happen. Things change. Things change. He doesn't like poor people. Yeah, so a lot of people started speculating um after the smash, like, oh, he's probably gonna leave. But not only that, it's like he hugged him, like, because Adam Cole stuck his hand out, and then Malachi Black pushed it out the way and just gave him a hug. And I think, from, I don't know if they showed it on TV, but when Black was leaving, he kind of did that look at the crowd and like waved at the crowd, and then went to the back, like saying, I guess, like, giving his last like hurrah, his farewell.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's kind of hard to, like, say these allegations aren't true because you don't have a lot of singles matches anyway. So it's like once in a blue moon, like Pucks at 20 Phil. Like when you see a shadow, it's like every 6 week Malachi Black has a match.
Yeah, he just usually what he'll have like run-ins. I don't know. Like I feel like there was a point where I was seeing like the House of Black all the time, but not just him in a
Mm-hmm.
match or something, or Julia Hart, like because she was part of House of Black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know how to feel about this because you give every indication, and I feel like you're making it look like this is like your last match the way you're making it seem, and then the internet like does its thing and starts speculating, but then you get upset when people like take the fucking bait or whatever, or I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if he's getting upset. I really don't know. Like, but like, what does it matter if it's not real? You know what I mean? Like, does it really upset you that people think you're retiring? Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
not saying anything negative. They're just saying, "Oh, are you retiring?"
Yeah, it sounds like it is kind of bothering him. Well, obviously, like, he has to make a
Hmm.
video about it. It's like,
Hmm.
just let it be. Just kind of do your own thing. Like, just keep
Yeah.
keep keep doing what you're doing. And if you stay in AEW, if you go to WWE, like, people are still going to support you no matter what. But I think it's not an egotistical thing. But we do have friends that kind of get upset at like, oh, like, what are they saying about me? Oh, nothing bad. Like, oh, like, or like have to like post online and shit like that. I don't know if it's like childish in a sense, like when it comes to, like, with Malachi Black, where he has to address it, because I don't think it's anything like that serious. But it's valid on like why fans are making the speculation because they want to see you wrestle in single matches. We
Hmm.
haven't seen you wrestle in single matches, and when you do, you don't win them because I don't remember the last singles match Malachi Black had. Was it against Adam Copeland in a steel cage?
I don't know. It must have been a while though. If people like, you know what I mean, like saw this
Mm-hmm.
one match and are making a big deal. But I don't know if it's people making the big deal or if it's the wrestling news media making a big deal, and then it makes the people catch on to that because the wrestling media is reporting it.
I want to agree with that because I guess when a lot of people can't form their own opinions, so unless they see it like on the news, then they say something about it. And I guess that when people are starting to say like, "Oh, is he leaving?" and then you click on the YouTube video or the link, and it talks about everything we just said, the hugging, waving goodbye. Then it just blows up out of proportion where it's like, oh, like going back to WWE, um, WWE fucking sucks. You're gonna get lost in the mix, or like stay in AEW, or fuck AEW. Maybe he just wants to talk. Maybe it's not even to where he's getting annoyed by fans speculating he's leaving. Maybe he's getting annoyed at the fact that it's causing like a segregation amongst wrestling fans. Like
I
the
could.
whole. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, no, I could see that too. About like, oh, he's leaving because of this, and then they start speculating about things that happened in the past, like, oh, look at he hasn't had a last singles match since this long. He's got to be upset with the way he's being booked, like so.
Mhm.
They start digging into like everything, every little detail, and then that's where it becomes like, no, like like y'all are just speculating, not y'all like the fans, but
Mhm.
the wrestling media.
Yeah, yeah. And I can understand too, like in this age of social media. I say age of social media, but it's like we've been in it for years and years already. But that it can really get out of hand, like really
Mhm.
fast. It's like a wildfire. Like once it gets going, it's kind of hard to stop. And I could understand the frustration that he is going through, where it's like he has to address something because it's just kind of getting overwhelming in a sense.
Yeah,
And plus, it's kind of like clockwork. It's like you hear about this shit like every time he has a match and he loses. So either way, I'm still a fan of him. I'll still watch his matches, definitely.
yeah. I think he's one of those ones. Like when I remember seeing him in WWE, he was good, and he didn't get enough. He reminds me of like a Shinsuke. Like he's fucking good, but he just doesn't get enough time to do his thing. And then
Hmm.
the same here in AEW, where I think he's a good wrestler. I'm not the biggest fan of like the Undertaker like gimmicks,
Hmm.
but he's just a good wrestler, a good like performer. I don't want to say that word, but
Superstar.
yeah. You don't mean performer, you mean superstar, and all like yeah.
This is Spear Fingers. This is magic.
But no, he's good. And I don't know, it sucks that he's like so upset about it that he has to come out without his makeup on and ruin the gimmick to me, because I'm like, where's his one eye that can see into the future or whatever the fuck that white
Yeah, I'm
eye
like,
can do.
I'm just, I've been putting. I was like, wait a minute, where's this blackface?
He's the only one that can be not be canceled for blackface.
I was like,
Yeah.
no, he could do it because he's spooky.
It's close to Halloween, damn it.
Because it's fall time, it's still Halloween. He can still
Come on.
do it.
Come on.
Now, when it's Christmas, it's red and white.
But yeah, no, I hope he is. I mean, now I'm buying it. I hope he's healthy. And no, he's healthy.
I know, man. Me too. I'm just like, I hope he's happy over there. Like, that's all that matters.
I think the biggest crime to me is him losing to Adam Cole, because there's no way this fit ass gentleman can lose to Adam Cole, who just looks so weak.
Hmm. It's man, I don't know if it was this match or against Buddy Matthews where they did like a bunch of moves on Adam Cole and then he ended up kicking out at one.
That's a crime.
It is, man. It really is. But I mean, no hate on Adam Cole. If you want to see like, them in WWE wrestling each other, it's Aleister Black versus Adam Cole Extreme Rules match in NXT. Like chef's kiss, man. It's so good. I want to say it was NXT Philadelphia. I want to say NXT Philly.
Like a ECW shit or what?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in like the ECW arena. It was at
Mhm.
whatever arena they have in Philly. I'm not too sure. Wherever the 76ers play at.
Mm.
But great match, great fucking match. And it's like it wasn't like crazy violent, but it was good to where it's like some of the spots they did, it was like, oh shit, oh fuck, ooh, that hurts. Ooh-wee.
Oh, well, going on to WWE stuff. I'm pretty sure this is WWE. Montez Ford expresses frustrations with the handling of the Street Profits in WWE. You've got new faces showing up on the scene, and our audience naturally tends to forget what we've done. Now we've done it. In the now, it is at the point where it's been almost 4 years since we've been tag team champions. And I'm not going to lie and say I don't sit here and watch all the comments and everything. I watch everything. We're not in conversation when it comes to top tag teams. We're not in conversation when it comes to anything wrestling related besides getting handled by the bloodline. It doesn't sit well with me. So, as well as it is going in terms of being my dream job, it is enjoying as it is frustrating. Interview with someone via the Daily Mail, and this here looks like a race swap of LA Knight. I thought it was like I
No.
was like, what the hell? But this is Montez Ford, right? What do you think of Montez Ford saying that about the Street Profits?
I kind of agree with him.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've always loved the Street Profits, man. Like they're legit one of the best established tag teams in the WWE. And I still do believe that. It just sucks because there's such an overwhelming amount of wrestlers on the roster, and not only that, Raw and SmackDown are both 2 hours as of
Hmm.
right now, so there can't be a lot of like presentation like on both shows with that big of a roster. Probably not until the new year, but we're in November, so you still got December, and then once it goes to Netflix, like I feel like that'd be a lot of better for both shows and for all the wrestlers.
Hmm.
Um, they can still put on great matches, man. The last time they fought the Usos, man, I think that was like 2 years ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because they fought the Usos of Money in the Bank, and they had like the best match of the night, one of the best matches of the year, honestly, in WWE. I would put them up there with like my favorite tag teams. Like if I had to do like a top 10, Street Profits would probably be on there,
Hmm.
definitely. But it's such like an oversaturation of everything. Like like the of the demand of certain wrestlers, the roster size that they have. Like it's kind of hard to get that TV time when they're trying to bring the bloodline back, that's been taken over for like 4 years already, going on 5 years. Man, that's so crazy. Since like 2020, 2021.
Damn.
Yeah, what's your opinion about this? Cause like I do love the Street Profits.
I mean, I he's not wrong, but that's like a issue with a lot of talent, and like you can't just, especially in wrestling, like you can't will it into whatever. You have to like do what you can to like do it yourself. I mean, uh we could argue, like I said, Shinsuke. I wish he was at the top or was talked about more because he's fucking great. Bailey, I feel like, is being lost in the sauce there. Chad Gable uh was getting like fucking great things being done, and then he got just like thrown all the way back down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just frustrating. I mean, and I'm not like the biggest fan of the Street Profits. Nothing against them, but like they're not like you got to make it like do what you can on your own. Like LA Knight, not even just mentioning him because he looks like him, but how he kind of like brought himself up, or even Joe Henry, how he's doing his own thing to build himself up, and now everyone wants him everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's we could say it's booking decisions, but then you look at people like Joe Henry, and that's like, okay, there is a way you can build yourself up organically without the need. I mean, it's harder, but without the need to get booked. Or even what was that team that's becoming big in AEW that are
Um,
kind of like,
the Outrunners.
yeah, they're booking them, or not booking, but they're doing their own thing. They're doing the internet thing, where they're like making themselves look good, and it's stuff like that, where you're like, oh shit, like there is a way to do it without the help of the machine, but obviously it's gonna take work, and I don't know, like complaining about it, it's not gonna make it happen. Not that he's like rowdy complaining about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, you got to, there's stuff you can do to like help away, or inch
Mm-hmm.
away at it, but ultimately, like, yeah, it's just booking, because there's a lot of people, like I said, Shinsuke, Bailey, Chad Gable, that like I'd love to see at the top, and it's just like, what the fuck, like they get thrown all the way down, or you don't see them at all.
Mm-hmm. Um, I was looking up a list of current WWE tag teams, and it also includes factions. So I'm gonna skip over some of the factions and list the tag teams that we have seen. So A Town Down Under, like
Mm-hmm.
Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, Alpha Academy. You
Mm-hmm.
have American Made, the Authors of Pain. I'll include the women tag teams as well. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. You got the Bloodline. It has the NXT ones. I won't read the NXT. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, the Creed Brothers, Damage Control, DIY, Final Testament, uh, the Good Brothers like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, Imperium, Judgment
Hmm.
Day, Kabuki Warriors, Katana Chance and Caden Carter, Legado del Fantasma, LWO, Los Garzas, Motor City Machine Guns. Let's see. Where is it? New Day, the OC, the OG Bloodline, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits, Tamatonga and Tongaloa, the Unholy
Okay,
Union with Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, the Usos, the War Raiders, and the Wyatt Six. Man,
that's a
that's a
lot.
lot. That is a lot of tag teams. And just think
That's a
about
lot of
that.
tag teams.
That'll be 4 championships. You want fries with that, baby? It's crazy because that's a lot of fucking tag teams, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to take into the fact too. It's like you got your singles wrestlers, and you got to make time for like the ads. It's like there's not enough time for everybody to be presented on TV.
No, absolutely
Oh
not. It'd be
man,
ridiculous.
it's like I think it's just now it's a matter of playing the waiting game and wait until everything goes to Netflix, because maybe on Netflix they won't have a time restraint. Um, I saw that they announced that SmackDown, when it goes into the new year, that's going to be moved to 3 hours, and I think that's also going to be great for their giant roster size.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what they need to present everybody, so everyone has more screen time. And I just want. I know next week the Street Profits. I believe they're going to fight Motor City Machine Guns for the championships next Friday.
Hmm.
I want to say, or not unless they already fought. I'm not too sure. I want to say it's this upcoming Friday. But it's like, man, I hope I can see that match because both those teams are fucking awesome. I
Mm-hmm.
really want to see what they could do. But like I said, it's just the waiting game. Just paciente, tranquilo, tranquilo.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Yeah, you just gotta wait your turn, and then when you do have your turn, show up and be about it. That's all you
Hmm.
can do.
But everything's great. Everything's great.
Yeah, just they should just keep. Hey, you got any Skittles ads I can do? And
Right.
fuck yeah, do a Skittles ad.
So I could do the Slim Jim. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you.
Come on, let me be in there with Bianca. Come on.
That's my wife. Come on, man. I wonder, are they still doing the show on Hulu?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that though. I
Man, I pay
imagine
for
though.
Hulu. I pay for Hulu. I don't even use it.
I do. Well, my family uses it, but I pay like $100 a month for Hulu.
Oh wow, just for
Yeah,
Hulu?
yeah, because I have the Hulu Live TV.
Oh, okay. Hulu has
Yeah,
live sports.
I don't know about sports, but it does have
I just think
the.
that stupid commercial. Hulu has live sports. I'll be like, oh, I like it, Giselle. Hulu has live sports.
No, I pay for that. That's like where we can watch or you can watch AEW on there and WWE. So I mean that's cool for that, but I
Mhm.
don't even watch that. And then it has the DVR, blah blah blah, whatever.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
yeah. I wish.
I know.
Next year on the news, going back to AEW, Darby Allin says he hates being called a superstar as a professional wrestler. Let's hear what he has to say about that. Let's see.
The confidence that if they're doing it, maybe I can actually try this. That's why, like with wrestling, I think like being a spokesperson for like the younger kids, being like they can like see me and relate. Like I'm not just coming in AEW and be like, yo, everything's perfect. I'm a superstar. I'm like superstar is just such a stupid term. Like we're like you're like, hey, we're like you're down here, we're up here, we're superstars. No, like, I'm one of you who just like made it. You know what I mean? Like, and you can make it too.
I hate just from this video, and if you're just listening, my apologies to the listeners, but they have, I guess this is their new show called Meal and a Match,
Hmm.
and that font back there looks like Hot Ones font. I don't think that's an accident. They want to make it look like Hot Ones,
It's like, hi, welcome to Meal and Match. This is a show about eating food with hot questions and even hotter food. And then Darby Allin eats his soup. He goes, "Ooh, that's hot." And then he just goes on.
he he gets the sharp cheddar cheese and starts cutting his cheeks with it like
He eats a ham sandwich. He's all, "Ooh, that's pepper jack." And then does that sound? Then we takes a bite, and when the heat kicks in, ooh, that's so hot. Yeah, so
oh
superstar.
yeah. What do you think about Darby Allin saying this about kids not wanting, or he's not a superstar?
That's kind of cool to hear. Like how he's all about like the younger fans and everything. It's like I imagine when he said, "Oh, like the kids to be like me," or like kids are like aspire to be just like me, or like you can be just like me. Imagine them jumping off of like 30-foot ladders into glass like a little kid.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, please
Be
don't.
just like
Please,
me.
he'd be just like me. Um, but no, that's what you need to hear, man, because it's a different age where not everybody has the big physique. Like, like we always talk about, like Wardlow or Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, just
Mhm.
like big men, like big muscular men. Um, and then you have guys like Darby Allin, like like the smaller. I don't like using the word, but like petite figure
Yeah.
that they get tossed around and everything, but they still win matches. It's kind of like an underdog story, but like not the Sami Zayn way.
Yeah.
No shit at Sami Zayn. I love Sami Zayn.
He's great.
But it's crazy how like it's just like the term superstar. That shit's weird because I feel like when I hear superstar, it relates to WWE, but specifically it relates to like Vince McMahon because I know He's like, oh, y'all aren't wrestlers. Like, y'all are WWE superstars. Like, they're like that term is to like what he said, elevate the person above everybody else because you wanted to where he wanted to where people aspire to be like these wrestlers, or like the Hulk Hogan's, like the Ric Flairs, the Randy Savages, the Rocks, like that huge gap in between like reality and like figures in entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if you get rid of like hearing superstar, it kind of brings that bar lower. It's like, oh, like maybe I could do it, like this guy's small, like I could be a wrestler too, you know. And that's what you need for like kids to be like better fans. And I think he explained it pretty great.
Yeah, you can tell that Darby Allin's like humble about it, and that he doesn't believe. I mean, yeah, he's real. He's very popular, very popular among the polls, and but
Punch change, punch change.
he he stays humble, and he knows like nah, like I'm just like one of y'all. Y'all can make it too. Understand that, and I hate the term superstar because I'm like you all. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm not a god amongst men like the term superstars typically used for, like we said, the Hulk Hogan's, the Rocks, where these are bigger than life personalities, and he's just a regular dude wrestling, and that you could be it too, So it's nice that he stays humble, um, even with getting, whatever popularity he currently has. Which I mean, he's pretty popular in he's no Orange Cassidy, but that's a superstar.
The one thing that just gets me upset about this whole situation, it's not anything to do with Darby Allin. Well, I guess kind of, but it's not on him. It's the fact they never put the belt on Darby Allin. Like they decided to give it back to John Moxley. Yeah, it's like I'm still kind of flabbergasted at that shit, man. It's like because I don't know if we reported it last week or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that the plans were to have Darby Allin dethrone Danielson for the championship, but they wanted John Moxley to do it instead to boost up ratings. Which,
Yeah, I think them making like, especially currently trying to make their TV deals, Moxley's just a bigger name or to
mhm,
the execs,
yeah, and it's like I haven't really heard Moxley doing like a bunch of like promoting for like shows or stuff, or like being interviewed like this. I'm
Mhm.
assuming just because like the gimmick he's doing now, like the Death Riders thing, where it's like not a vigilante, but just like a evil man just doing like evil things,
Yeah.
to where it's like you have Darby Allin being presented everywhere, like shows like this or like at football games, stadium games, and being there to represent the company. It's like, dang, like I would have wanted him to be the champion, like he's been there since the beginning. Like let him do it. It's crazy. Like I would totally put the strap on Darby Allin like a long time ago.
Yeah, I bet you would put the strap on Darby Allin. He's got that bone.
He got that bone saw.
He got that bone in him. Nah, I don't know. Maybe they're eventually gonna lead down that way. But yeah, I do agree that was very strange for them to do the whole angle with Brian Danielson and Moxley and not put it on Darby Allin. But I don't know. Either maybe they're not fully convinced yet that he could be a champ, or they are taking their time with it. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, but Darby Allin, he's a good guy. He's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good
Hopefully,
egg.
it stays that way.
Hopefully, he doesn't uh, ruin any charities or anything.
I know, man. Hopefully, he actually goes through with buying the ring, man. That's what we're hoping for.
Let's see here from WrestleOps. WWE has officially announced that Elimination Chamber 2025 will take place at Rogers Center in Toronto, Canada on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. And I'm like, why are they showing a baseball diamond? Are they going to wrestle on a baseball? And I'm guessing that's where they play baseball or whatever, right?
I don't know, dude. I don't live in Canada.
They spell center weird. They spell it like ER backwards.
It's
Like
I
century.
don't know, man. Is that the American side of us speaking? I think
Yeah,
so.
like how they spell color with a U. Like they throw a U in there.
Instead of saying Z, they say Z.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, they say Z.
Gross.
Like,
Fucking they pile drive fucking superstars. They
oh man, that's on the
use
next.
illegal moves.
Man, it's like, how dare they? Damn you, Canada!
God damn it! You're killing the legend killer. Now, what do you think about how dare you strike at a snake before he strikes at you?
You pick it up and start swinging it like this.
What do you think about Elimination Chamber 2025? Which that's a whole year. We're still in 24. Being in Canada.
That's cool. I mean, I don't mind it being in other countries. I kind of gotten used to the fact that they're gonna do a lot of more out of state shows, or out of the country shows. I'm sorry. Um, Let me ask you, like, what's your opinion about them having like stadium shows or like arena shows, or not arena? Yeah, yeah, like football stadiums. Like, do you like that?
I mean, watching it from TV, we rarely tell the difference, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if you're there live, it's gotta suck if you got tickets in the nosebleeds or anything higher than that. But I don't mind it. It's all about the day and the timing, because
Mm-hmm.
that really determines like, oh, okay, that's like, it's either Saturday or Sunday, right? Or even 2 days is Saturday and Sunday, because a lot of these are becoming 2 day events. um I don't know. I would say let's talk about the 2 day event thing, because I don't think this is a 2 day event, but I would say arguing about the 2 day event where it's like, oh, half of the card is Saturday and half of the card Sunday. Do you think Saturday is less important than Sunday, or vice versa? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, if you're on the Saturday card, you're actually the sub main event, and then the actual main event is the Sunday card. You know?
Mm-hmm. Ah, man, I think that I don't know. I kind of agree in a sense where I feel like the Sunday card is probably more important than the Saturday card. I mean, all the matches are important. Like I'm thinking of like WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's like, oh, like you main evented night one of WrestleMania, which I still think that is important because you still did main event because it is like the biggest show of the year for
Mm-hmm.
WWE or for just like wrestling in general, like one of the biggest shows ever. Um, but I feel like night two, like that's like the grand finale of the show where it's like two separate acts that are going on. So, like what I think of like WrestleMania 39, the main event for night one was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos, which first off, great fucking match, fucking awesome, and had a really great payoff like at the end. Like really emotional, like that grand hurrah that they got the titles. Then night two, WrestleMania 39 was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, and that was when Roman beat Cody, and kind of people got mad, like, man, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I And then you have WrestleMania 40. It was a tag match for night two, Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody and Seth Rollins in that tag match, and then night two, it's Cody versus Roman Reigns, bloodline rules. So you have night two where it's deflated because The Rock and Roman Reigns won, which caused a Bloodline Rules match for night 2. But then you had like the biggest grand hurrah you could fucking have, like with
Mm-hmm.
The Rock, John Cena, Undertaker, just doing all these run-ins, and then Cody Rhodes finally pinning and beating, Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, and then explaining it like that too, I think it just depends on the fans' perspective. Because if you think of 39, I would say night 2 was the better main event. Or night 1 was a better main event. I'm sorry, with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus like the Usos, because it was that grand hurrah, that good feeling. If you ask me for WrestleMania 40, the best match was Cody versus Roman because it was that grand hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, him finally overthrowing the bloodline, winning the big one.
Yeah, the crescendo fucking big old ending.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, no, I feel it does matter, and obviously it depends on the card, and I do feel like the second day, obviously, if the first day is is great, and the second day falls flat, you're gonna probably grade the whole event off of the second day falling flat. Whereas the other way around, if the day 1 falls flat and then day 2 ends up being like great, you're gonna say, "Oh, okay, at least they saved it in the end." You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like that, and then now with a lot of these events becoming 2-day events, that's gonna be the case where it's like, oh, are you day 1 main event or day 2? Like, because that matters, And going back to the original question too about these being in like stadiums and stuff, I only worry about weather. Like, if they're out, I don't know how like events are where they're, or I don't know what stadiums consider which ones have roofs and which ones don't, or if they could put some sort of roof over with technology. But I don't know. I'm just like thinking about weather because there was that one WrestleMania with Samoa Joe on commentary. Remember where
Yeah, he's just in the
had
trash
to,
bag.
yeah, and they had to like stall for like a half an hour and a half or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing I worry about.
They did that pretty good, like being on the fly and everything. I kind of like the unscripted like wrestling promos everyone had to do because I think that was the first WrestleMania back from COVID.
You're right. You're right.
Oh man, it like personal experience wise, what I think of is like I went to they have wrestling shows like WWE shows specifically at the the Frost Bank Center now, right? I feel like there's not really a bad seat. Not unless if you care about sitting like way up on top, which still is like you still have a good view of the seats in front of you, or like the ring that's in front of you. I've been to Hell in a Cell 2018. Been to multiple Raws and SmackDowns there, and also Royal Rumble 2007. Right? It's like I just remember like just seeing like the Undertaker winning, and I'm being mad because I fucking left because I was a bigger fan of Shawn Michaels and he got eliminated. But all the matches I did see, like, it was a good view. 2017 comes around. It's at the Alamo Dome. And for those who don't know, the Alamo Dome, it's like a football arena, big stadium. It's a stadium, like probably 60,000 people could probably fit in there. And they used up the whole arena, the whole stadium for 2017. They had their stage set up. And I remember paying a good amount of money for my tickets. It was like $360 I spent for 2 tickets total. And I remember that being the absolute furthest I've ever sat from the wrestling ring. Like ever in my life. Someone would hit the canvas and then like 1 second later you hear the like the sound of them hitting it. To where if you're in a small arena, like a basketball arena, you can hear it hit like right on point. I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, man, this is fucking far. It's like Zoolander's like, What is this? A building for ants? It needs to be at least 3 stories taller. Kind of like that. And then again in 2023, the Royal Rumble comes back to San Antonio at the Alamo Dome again, but this time they only use half of the arena.
That's
And
smart, I think.
yeah, it's a lot smarter. But man, I spent like $500 on my tickets, and I
Right.
wasn't even on the floor. And well, first off, it's the floor is pretty big. I don't think if I'm gonna be paying for floor seats, I want to sit like way up closer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because if I don't want other people standing above me, and a lot of people are still taller than me and something. For me being 6'4", uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so like when I picked my seats out, what I did is you have your floor seats, you have the rising seats, that start going to like the 100 sections. I will our seats, my brother and I, we were in the very front of the seats where it starts rising. So no one was sitting in front of us, which is great. But he had this one fucking bitch with a sign that was blocking the whole ring, holding up
Oh my
a
god.
sign, and everyone would yell at her like, "Put your fucking sign down!" And it would be stupid because she'll hold up like a sign that said like "smash or pass," right? And everyone's like, "Put the fucking sign down." So what she would do is she would put the sign down and pick up another sign. It says, uh pro choice, pro something, pro wrestling.
Oh my god.
And then no one would say a fucking thing. And then I told Rich, I was like, I can't tell her to put her sign down. I was like, I'm not trying to be a bad guy, but it's like, yeah, bitch, put your fucking sign down.
Hopefully
But
now we can make
oh
a stop
yeah,
to signs like
no,
that.
no more signs in 2025. But it's like with these giant like stadium shows, it must be hard for fans that want to sit up close because now we know like a lot of the up close areas reserved for like um people who know the wrestlers or who are families of like the performers or backstage crew,
The Costco guys.
the
Yeah.
Costco guys, AJ, Big Francis, the Rizzler, And then you need one seat for all their Costco chickens and their double chocolate chip cookie. Damn it. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate that. But anyway, it's like it must suck for all those people on the floor because how far are you going to be sitting from the ring? Like with this arena, this baseball field, I imagine they're going to have like the setup in the ring, like above the ring, so it holds the elimination chamber, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then you're going to have all that fucking open field you need to fill up with seats. So a lot of those fans are going to have to be staring up. And it's like, if it gets to a point, I'm just going to be looking at the screen because if I can't fucking see shit in front of me, I'm going to be looking at the screen. But then when you're looking at the screen, it's kind of like a little lag between what's happening in the ring to what gets displayed on the screen.
Hmm.
And it just makes me think, like, fuck, for fans to spend like hundreds or thousands of dollars on a seat just to watch it on the screen, it's like, dude, I might as well just watch it from home,
For real. For real.
Yeah, it's like if they're gonna have it somewhere in like a basketball arena, best believe like I will 100% be there. And if it's like a pay per view, like definitely I'll still go. But if it's gonna be like a larger stadium, especially like a WrestleMania, like I want to be somewhere up close.
Hmm.
But it's like, man, I have to spend a fucking arm and a leg just to like get in the 100 section. That sucks. It 100% sucks.
It's just the demand now and the economy. I'm telling you. It's
It really
bullshit.
is. In the end, it really is, man. Like
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw the prices for the WrestleMania tickets this year. That I think it said like one seat for both nights was gonna be like 27,000 or like $20,000, bro. I was like, man, these wrestlers better jack me off if I'm gonna be spending $20,000.
Oh yeah, Bailey. No.
Oh,
Or Tiffany Stratton. Ooh.
hey man, ooh, or Rhea Ripley, ooh.
Ooh. Speaking of WWE still, while we're on the topic, Oh, we're gonna be talking about WWE for a little while. WWE is extremely happy with Cody Rhodes' reign as champion, and there are no plans to end the reign for the foreseeable future. The company is in love with him being the face of WWE the way John Cena was as the white meat babyface. Okay, I didn't read that part. Via WrestleVotes radio backstage press. What do you think about him being the white meat babyface?
Dude, give me 1 second. I need to Google what the fuck white meat baby faces.
I mean, using context clues, I can kind of guess what white meat babyface means. I just didn't know if is that a wrestling term.
Man, this was posted on Reddit like years ago. I was someone on r/square circle on Reddit. Oh, great. What does white or white bread baby face mean? So I guess it means the same thing.
Yeah.
I was listening to a reviewer and he said Kevin Nash as a white bread baby face wasn't so good. What does this mean exactly? And white bread or white meat babyface is insider slang for a character who has pure intentions and conducts himself in an honorable way. Cena is the last remaining white meat babyface, or his gimmick is literally he's a good guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Huh? Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not like Austin, who was like the anti-hero or whatever. Like he's just fighting for good. Unless it was against AJ Styles, where he like had a moment. Oh, I'm gonna throw these stairs at him. I quit. All right, but then he just still throws the stairs at him.
Yeah, like he oopsie whoopsie slipped.
I don't think that's a good thing, but all right, sure.
He's doing great as a babyface, man.
Yeah,
like he is everywhere, 100% everywhere. It is insane. The one thing that annoys me, like I say this like all the time, I look up news on Twitter, I send it to you, whatever, and I always see every week like someone quotes a tweet about Cody Rhodes. It's like it's time to have a conversation about Cody Rhodes and his title reign. It's like, dude, you're probably like 24 years old, like, just getting off of like McDonald's or some shit. I don't know. It's like just to voice a shitty opinion just to get clicks. But I've been thinking he's doing great, honestly. Like I totally understand like why they're seeing him as like the next Cena. It's hard to hate him. It really is.
No, I think he's great. He's a great face for the company. He fucking is like a hard worker. He fucking knows he knows how to put on a good match with like anyone. Like, it seems like anyone he's fought has been like I've never had like any. I'm trying to think of if I ever like, really thought it was like the worst match of the night or anything, and I don't remember like thinking that.
Far from it.
Yeah, he's at least put on like 3-star, at least above 3 stars. Like even if it's a tag team match with whatever, and I don't know, he's just able to do like a lot of things. Like you have the stuff with the Bloodline, the stuff with Kevin Owens, the stuff with The Rock, this Gunther match that he just put on at Crown Jewel. Like even in storyline, that was pretty cool. Like it was good, and I don't know. I don't see why they would want to pick someone else. Like he's doing great. He outside of the ring, he's doing great things too with, I guess, charities and his own life. Like nothing negative about him. Like it's good. Like I don't even think in a conspiracy way, like, oh no, there's something wrong with him. You know what I mean? Like when you think someone's like too good, you're like, nah, they're too good to be true. Like, nah, you could tell like all the way back from AEW, he was just like always trying to be a working man's champion. And he finally is,
And it really is paying off. He is like bending over backwards to like putting on just pleasing everybody, and like they could trust him to like represent the company in a well manner, like Cena, like honestly, because like John Cena could do no harm, and even like when the fans like shit on him, like it gets to a point where it's like, oh man, people start appreciating them, like taking them for granted. And that's how I see Cody Rhodes now, where like in AEW, a lot of fans would shit on him because like, oh, he's too much of a good guy. Where now he's in WWE, and everyone's like, oh, like he's the best, to do it, and trying to have like, oh, we need to have this conversation, whatever. It's like, dude, he's doing some of the best work ever, and it's like hard work like that's paying off for him in general.
Yeah, definitely. The one gripe I might have about every time I see him, God, that neck tattoo, like at least like it's his brand. But I look at it and I'm like, God, dude, it's like right there. Why didn't you just get a small one on the back of your shoulder or something? Why is
Or
it
get
gotta
on
be
like on
right
your
on your
bicep
neck?
or something,
Yeah, right on your neck. God, it still looks nasty every time I see it.
Oh man, that's like I guess I remember when he first got it, I was like, oh, that's fake. Or that's a
Yeah.
that's a henna tattoo.
No.
But yeah, I don't see him taking off the belt. I think if they were to take the belt off of him, it's gonna be like in such a shocking manner, or like a plot twist, like just like the shock value of it that they're gonna do that. But I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Nah, like you just said, if they do, they probably put it right back on him like the next week or something.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't know why they'd even do that, but yeah, it would have to be like for some sort of shock or just because The Rock demanded it or something.
Oh man, I hope they don't do that shit where they give it to The Rock.
I did it for The Rock. But yeah, no, he is a white meat babyface. I had no idea that was a term, and it didn't. Because what do you call a black person?
Uh, so no, I had to stop. Oh no. Oh man, when we stop recording, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I already know.
I can read between the lines. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. Good. Moving on to more WWE stuff. LA Knight warns fans to be careful of people pretending to be wrestlers asking for money. I appreciate this PSA. Here's LA Knight saying, "Attention! I will never message fans asking for money. If you are receiving messages from people claiming to be me on any platform asking you for money, do not send them anything. Block, report, ignore them." What do you think about LA Knight and his PSA here to not send money to wrestlers?
It's cool that he, said something about it, but it blows my mind that people are still gullible to like fall for this stuff.
No, it's insane. Well, it's crazy that like in this day and age with like how technology makes it to where we can instantly send money now. Yeah, like you said, that it is typically old people. I don't know. I immediately said old people, but it is old people generally fall for it easier for scams. But that they're able to evolve with that, but not evolve with making the decisions. You know what I mean? Like they can evolve with sending money through Zelle or through Cash App, but not evolve in making these more detailed decisions on who to send it to or that it might be fake.
And it's just crazy that, like I said, it still happens. Like last week, we talked about the whole Alexa Bliss stuff.
That was rowdy, yeah.
Yeah, and then you hear people pretending to be like Dakota Kai or CM Punk or Bailey or just like anybody. Rhea Ripley, I think she was victim of this too. And it's like just go on their profile and like they don't have millions of followers. Like a lot of these wrestlers, like they have millions of followers or like thousands and thousands of them. At least hundreds and thousands. But if it's like a few hundred asking you for $20,000, like I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, LA Knight needs my help. Let me send him some money. It's like I'm like 95% sure like he is doing okay,
Yeah,
But
I don't think they're gonna like oh man, I need, what is it typically? Oh, I need money to fly over here for my next wrestling event, or you could watch me on TV, or I need money to eat tonight, like I don't know. It's sad, but it's the I don't know if it's the generation, but it's people that are lonely and they just want like any attention from anyone, and they
Mhm.
find it in these scammers.
It's upsetting, man. It makes you think of, like I said, maybe like the elderly, because when my grandma used to be alive, um, like years like before her passing, she would get phone calls like on her house phone, and like she's talking to them, and she's like, "Oh well, like I don't know about this information or anything about this." She's like, "Let me ask my grandson." So she'll ask me for help, and I grab the phone, I answer, and it's just some random. It's like, "Oh, your grandmother was interested with this insurance, whatever. Like she wants to know it," and I just hang up. She's like, "Why'd you hang up?" And I tell her like, "Oh, they're trying to steal money from you." And, "Oh well, maybe it's insurance that we could have used," and trying to find like a silver lining like around it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's nothing at all against her, because God bless her, she has a good heart. And but it's like, these scammers take advantage of old people, and like you said, that's like the majority of it. And the same thing, it's like that old guy with Alexa Bliss last week. He already passed away, up in age, like had grandchildren, and legit spent millions of dollars on this fake Alexa Bliss impersonator.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so upsetting to see how these people can fall victim to it, but it's to like just a lot of people just don't have that idea of common sense. Like, oh, like why would they be messaging me?
Well, it's also from a generation. If it is the older people, it's from a generation that's a lot more trusting of the public. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, back in the day, you could leave your car unlocked, uh, running at the gas station, and no one would fucking steal it. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
shit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
or you could leave like your porch door unlocked or your bike on in your yard, and no one would take it. Now, like, you can't even, like, I don't even let my niece go to the mailbox uh
Mm-hmm.
without me watching her to go get the mail, because I freak out that someone could abduct her,
No, it's
just
like you,
just
you
in the
have
front
to be
yard.
careful. It's like this whole different generation of
Hmm.
like fuck, nobody is safe. Legit, I will be driving down the road on the highway, and I see like an 18 wheeler like I'm pulling up against. It's like, for all I know, there could be people inside of there. And like it happens, it,
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
it really does happen. Like you don't
yeah.
know what's happening behind the scenes, and you could just never be too careful with anything anymore. Like you have to take a precaution behind it, especially in Texas. Like if someone pisses you off on the road, you can't just go and tell them something, because somebody might have a gun. And
Well, I think that works to a benefit too, because I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, you can't road rage, or you can't uh like tell someone shit because of that, like because they might have a gun. But then also, like, people like hold their tongue, or they think twice before doing something, because here in Texas, anyone could have a gun at any time.
mhm. But it's good that a lot of these wrestlers are, denouncing it, like pulling out the fake ones, making note of it. But it just all depends on the person, man, because it's easy for anybody to fall for that shit now.
Yeah, no, no, not just the elderly, like anyone in
Hmm.
general, for real, for sure. um no, I mean, it's good. I just and I feel bad too that
They're early. Damn it, man.
I feel bad that, like, they're you don't even have to be a celebrity to be a scammer. You could just be like using a sob story and getting someone to get money. You don't have to be LA Knight or a wrestler. They could just be pretending to be a person with 5 kids and no diapers, and they could still scam like that. Or, like, people will still fall for it. So it's good that he's putting this out, but I don't think it's gonna slow the amount of scams that do happen. And
Oh no, it's gonna happen 100%, and people are gonna find out one way or another, like how to scam people. It's gonna
yeah,
happen. It's inevitable.
mm-hmm. It is inevitable.
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Lastly, here on the news, I got one more bit of news. I think that you sent me. The women of WWE continue to show that they are the very best in the business. The Women's United States Championship will showcase their continued effort. So, who's going to step up and take it? No, I
Take
don't
it.
know. So,
Oh,
yeah,
go
see
ahead.
if you could say it. See if you can say it.
The women of WWE continue to show that they are the very best in the business. The Women's United States Championship will showcase their continued effort. So, who's going to step up and take it? Oh, man, my throat.
So, this is a new belt, right?
Yes, it's very lazy. Like
Okay.
the design, I think it's very lazy. Not the fact that they're bringing in women's mid card championship. It's that's very long overdue. But I feel like they could have done something different with the women's U.S. championship. Do you think so, or you're okay with it?
I think it's pretty, but when you mentioned that, yeah, I agree. They could have done something. It looked like they really played it safe
Mhm.
with the design, but I think it's pretty. I wish they had done something that does it say women's? Oh, that's all it does. It just says women's. I wish they would have made it more woman like. Like, I don't know. The only thing that makes it the women's championship is that it says women's and then it's like a little smaller.
Does it say
Uh,
women's?
Yeah, right there in right above United States,
Oh wow.
right there.
Okay, man,
In
that's
the
hard to read.
yeah, in the dark blue. Um,
Yeah, I see it now. I have to zoom in
but
like a boomer.
but no, I mean I don't mind it. I just wonder. I don't know. It's another belt. Cool. I don't know. They're going the AEW route with belts.
Oh man, I
Galore.
hope not, man. I think they're good with the amount of belts that they have. They don't have to bring in any more belts. Time out for a few years. Um, who do you think is going to be the first U.S. Women's Champion?
I don't know why Jade Cargill just pops in my head.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah,
was
Jade.
thinking, oh, go ahead.
Jade, but I hope Bailey.
Oh yeah, Bailey. She's great. She's always great.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I was thinking either Mia Yim or Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green would be cool.
Dude, I would love Chelsea Green, man. She's top tier, dude. She's great. It's if she becomes like the U.S. Women's Champion for the first time ever, like inaugural, that it'll get a big pop out of everybody, man. She deserves it 100%.
Unless they're gonna have whatever the belt, whoever win it, and then Tiffany Stratton cash in to get this belt instead.
True, but I want to see Tiffany Stratton as the main women's champion. That's what I want. I mean, she could beat Liv Morgan.
Anyone like a strong gust of wind to beat Liv Morgan. I don't know how she keeps winning. Oh, because of Judgment Day. That's how she keeps fucking
Oh,
winning.
just oh, and then Nia Jax. I mean, she could probably sneak up on Nia Jax. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna sneak up on Nia Jax eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't see Nia Jax dropping it anytime soon, man. She's doing good. She's doing really great.
She actually is doing pretty great after like what she left and came back, or they brought her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are shitting on her. She proved the doubters wrong, man, but that's good for her.
No, yeah, she is doing her best work now. But yeah, no, I mean this is cool. I wish they would have made as cheesy as it sounds, like a Netflix belt, kind of like the TBS championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I wish they would have done, I don't know, something like a Netflix belt, or unless they're gonna save that for some weird moment in time once they do move to Netflix. But I don't know. I just hope, like, I'd like the TBS championship. I do.
It looks nice. It
Mhm.
looks nice. That's the one that's for the women's, correct? The
Yeah,
TBS.
the TNT is the men's and the TBS is the women's. So I
Who-
wouldn't mind like a Netflix belt, like all red and silver or something. I don't know.
Who is the TBS champion? Can you know the top of your head? It's not Mercedes Moné, right? She's just the women's champion.
Is she both? Who's the TBS championship? Let me see.
It's
Who
not
is the
Willow
TBS champion?
on Spectrum.
Mercedes?
Wait, so who's the women's champion?
Oh, isn't it Mariah May? Didn't she just beat
Mariah May. Yes,
she just beat Tony Storm, right?
Yes, you are 100% correct. I thought Mercedes Moné was the women's champion.
Did you send me that promo that Julia Hart did?
No, I think it popped up today though.
Okay. Yeah, did you see it?
I sure did not actually.
Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Julia Hart. Oh my god, I spelled Julia wrong. Here we go.
Cool.
We always win. We will fight till the death and make you scream. Ready? The House of Black. We always win. We will fight till the death and make you scream. Doing it for team? I'll never be good enough.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good. No, I hope good oh shit. Don't want to play that. I hope good things come because like I said, when she was it women's champion, right? Or was it TBS? No, she was the women's champion for a little while, right?
TBS because she lost it to Willow.
Oh, yeah. No, or she beat Chris Statlander, right? Chris Statlander won it from Jade Cargill, and then Julia beat Chris Statlander,
and then went to Willow, and then went to Mercedes.
Yeah, so I just remember, like I said, Julia Hart, like during that time, she was trying her best. God darn it, but like she had she had a good moonsault, but like she just wasn't like a good wrestler, and I hope she's bumped it up, kind of like for example, like Nia Jax or what's her name from Alpha Academy?
Oh, Maxine.
Yeah, Maxine really like fucking brought herself up, like leveled up.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember how long has she been out? I don't think it was because of an injury, was it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she was just out for some time. But it's always good to see her back on TV. I always like Julia Hart. Yeah, like a little bit green, but I feel like she could definitely put into work 100%.
I think they put the belt on her like too early when they did because she just wasn't like good enough for a championship, and I don't know why Tony was like pushing her when she like wasn't ready.
Yeah, man, it was super odd. But hopefully she's gotten better.
Yeah, I'm hoping she stepped it up. Let's see, but that's all the news. Let me see what we go into here. Oh yeah.
What we got?
Oh yeah. Let me show.
Yeah.
All right. Here's some botches and funny stuff, but let's go. We have let's see what we have here. See if you can see this. This is real quick. So yeah, if you
Oh my
see,
god, you stopped it.
God, dude, like
Oh my god.
his ass, like literally the part of your ass, like where a tail should be growing. I guess
His
your
tailbone.
tailbone, right?
Yeah.
Hit like right at the edge of that ladder from all the way up on that ladder.
Man, he missed that 100%, dude.
He missed he missed it 99%. The
And then
1%
the 1% got him good. So these guys on top of a ladder, and these two wrestlers are trying to tip the ladder over. And on the outside, it's kind of like the ladder is like set up to where it's like on the ring and then cross the barrier, so you could crash through the ladder. But the guy that's gonna take the bump, he flips over the ladder to kind of like I guess fall flat, misses the ladder almost completely, but he hits the tip of the ladder and the barricade on his tailbone, and he falls to the outside of the barricade.
I don't know what would have been, because obviously the best thing would have been for him to land on the ladder, right? Even though that would have hurt too. Like
Oh yeah,
that was ideal. But do you think like he could have landed his back on the barricade? You know what I mean? Like to where he could have broken his back, like he could have missed it completely and just hit the concrete. Like, dude, this is like, I don't know. I feel like he got lucky hitting it the way he did, but this is still really bad.
Dude, the guy in the back, the wrestler, you can tell like he fucked up. He
Like,
just goes like
shit.
he threw his hands up like fuck.
Adios mio.
Dude, what company is this? The Crash? The Crash? Is that what it says on that barrier?
That's what it says on the the Crash Lucha Libre.
Oh my god! Look, Slobo should have given the guy in the back, and then he just threw his arms up
He's
like,
oh
"Oh fuck!"
shit!
Oh my god! I hope this guy's okay, man, because that'll fuck somebody up,
Dude. But yeah, he just completely missed that fucking ladder. But I don't know. And then he like, man, he could have hit the people too.
I
don't
know,
know.
man. Fuck shit. I hope he's okay, dude. I don't want his life to be ruined forever.
That was real bad.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see here what we have next. What do I have? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, this is the new WWE ID prospect you sent me, the Rizzler.
The Rizzler, dude, just okay. So the more I see, oh my god, man, let me tell you, every fucking week I hear something about the Costco guys, man. Every fucking week, and the more I see, what's his name, Big Francis? No, that's the
AJ.
dad, right?
Big AJ Francis. No, Big Francis. And then there's AJ, right? The little
AJ's
kid.
the kid, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong name, but the dad, every time I see him, he just pisses me off. And I see videos with him of like him getting mad at his kids, like, no, you're supposed to say it this way. It's like, bro, like your 15 minutes should have been up. The one who should have been signed a long time ago is the fucking Rizzler.
I saw a video, that one you're saying, where that he's correcting his son like on how to like film, you know, like, oh no, you gotta wait this long and then come in when I finish this and then do the boom and then the doom. And I saw a comment that was like, that's terrible the way he's talking to his son, but I agree with 100% everything he's critiquing on the son.
What the fuck? Dude, you're talking about like chicken, like the Costco chicken. What the fuck?
It's so weird that like, yeah, that this is like migrating into wrestling, you know, like it's
really
just so
is.
weird.
To a fucking match at Full Gear. Like, enjoy that, dude, because that's probably gonna be your apex. Like this is your the apex of like the peak of your 15 minutes, man. Because that shit should have ended like 14 hours ago.
Yeah, no, for real.
Nothing against the kids though; they're just kids.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I guess they're big on TikTok, and I have TikTok, but I haven't been on it in a while. But yeah, just seeing them like on the Tonight Show, and then wrestling, and videos that pop up like on YouTube, and I'm just like, what is going on?
It's like I remember, like I was on TikTok last night that this dude recorded himself at the airport, like no fucking way, and then he puts the other side of the camera, like the camera flip, and it's the Costco guy is like getting checked at like TSA, and then he just goes, "It gets the boo," and then like it gets the boo, and like the son's just there, like if he just looks tired of it, you know.
Do have we talked about do you shop at Costco? Have you ever shopped at Costco?
Never been. I never have.
I've never been to one either because fun fact, we live here in San Antonio. They're like on the north side, right?
Dude, it's one all the way up by like UTSA. Like,
yeah, right. It's in the white side of town.
it's like super white. I don't think I'm ever gonna see that shit. I ain't gonna pay for a Costco membership just to like, be minoritied.
and then we have Sam's Club, which has pretty good deals too. I remember like because the Sam's Club's like right down the street, and they got like $1.50 hot dogs or $2 slices of pizza or like a $6 large pizza, and that's just as good. Like,
dude, it's great. We should be the Sam's crew. The Sam's crew. This shit bussin'. I don't know. This is a pretty good slice of pizza, actually. Like just
that's some
so
white meat wrestling and white meat babyface stuff right
this
there.
Is this white meat babyface? I don't know. I'm having a stroke trying to fucking think of something.
But yeah, that's the Rizzler. Right there. He's WWE ID bound, I guess.
Dude, he just got ID'd. Good for him.
Here's Malakai Black discovers that Adam Cole applies spray tan after putting on his knee pads.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's Photoshop, but it looks pretty funny, and I believe it. That
dude, it's weird that they put on spray tans though. I guess that's just like cover up like the veins that are showing or something, or like the imperfections.
It trips me out when you're. I feel bad to say, but when you're like Adam Cole and your body has no like definition to it, and you're like, "Hey, come and help me." Asking someone like, "Hey, come and help me finish my spray tan," and you like have no like because I know you showed me stuff from NXT, and he had a good looking body. Like it was like what's his name from Imperium? Like he was skinny but fit.
Kaiser.
Yeah. Like he's not Kaiser. He's a sourdough. No, I don't know. That's a bread joke. A white bread babyface joke.
A white bread babyface joke. Oh, Kaiser, that's a good one. A Kaiser roll or a sourdough? I can't talk, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on with me.
There's Malakai Black with that one eye that can see through your knee pad and see your spray tan.
And see into your body to see your tapeworm.
Laser it and try to kill it.
It's almost complete.
Cuts the tapeworm in half, but it forms the two tapeworms.
Two Adam tapeworms.
He's trying to kill the tapeworm, but the parasite in his head that keeps him that he got from like a stray cat.
Oh my god. From a stray cat. Oh shit. My cheeks hurt. Oh my god.
Next here on here is you've heard of blue Kane and regular Kane. Here's Cokane. And here's Cokane just pulled out an 8-ball.
He's reaching for something. Cokane has he's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. Cokane goes fucking crazy! Cokane is fired up, brother! Coke slam to the depths of hell! Coke.
Oh my god, man.
I love all these like different alternate versions of Kane that keep coming out.
Do you ever see a Gain?
No,
Rainbow colored.
Did you see Candy Cane? He's red and white, and he's for Christmas.
No, I haven't seen that one either.
I'm waiting for that one to pop up. Candy Cane.
Oh man, we need to fucking trademark this shit, man.
No, I
It's
remember
like,
when
suck it.
I need an 8-ball.
8-ball. It gets the boom.
Psycho, groupie, cocaine.
Banana terracotta pie.
I don't know.
Oh, man. I don't know where the fuck we're going with this. It's just great. I'm gonna buy one of those things, man. What are they? It's not a voice changer. It just like vibrates off your vocal cords, right?
Yeah, you just put it on your throat and it like forms a noise when you're trying to talk. Like,
I'm gonna buy one of those as a Christmas gift for both of us.
I imagine they'd be cheap now. Years ago, I'm sure they were expensive, but
I don't know. What are they called anyway? Do you know what they're called?
like a voice modulator, maybe.
Voice modulator.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it'd be called. Because I feel like that's. I don't know why I think of like the thing Ghostface used in Scream to like change his voice.
Yeah. What scary movies do you like? A lot of these are. They kind of look like you talk to them like a headset. Like I don't want to put vibrating.
I don't want you to look for throat vibrators if
I know I'm scared.
I think your Amazon list is gonna be fucked up if you look for throat vibrators.
I know Giselle uses my Prime. She's like, "What the fuck are you looking up?" You don't understand. Surprise.
I love wrestling.
God. Oh, it's so great, man. I'll look this up later.
What do we have here next? Oh, I know we touched on it, but there was an election that went down, and a lot of people aren't too happy about who won. But here is a comment from someone talking about the winner. So let's hear. This is Joy Reid. I don't know who she is. I guess political analyst or something. But let's listen to what she has to say.
My generation, Generation X, the people who grew up on WWE and Hulk Hogan and Donald Trump did this. They did this. They are the ones who looked in the face of somebody who said, I want to be a dictator on day one. We did this.
Okay. Fuck.
Do you think
Gen X, right? Well,
do you think the WWE fans were the ones that said this and determined the election?
Dude, I hate politics so much, dude. Oh my god, that is so cringy.
Yep, it was the Donald Trump, it was the Hulk Hogan, it was the wrestling fans that determined this.
Don't they know that it was the fact that Kamala Harris was a chameleon? An Indian? Did like Hulk Hogan to give her a leg drop, try a body slammer?
What?
Oh my god, dude. Man, that is so stupid though, man.
Here's something you get for Richard now that he's over 30 something years old. Coming soon, Wooski, the Nature Boys finally aged Kentucky bourbon. Woo.
Oh my god. That's great.
Do you get it? Instead of whiskey, right? He's saying wooski.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Like that's brilliant.
Do you like whiskey?
Sure. I'll drink it. Hold on, I got my mini fridge here. I'm gonna open this up.
Richard drinks anything. He'll drink fucking paint thinner, right? As long as it's it'll get
Oh
him
yeah,
going.
man. Specifically, he likes pink Whitneys. That's what he likes.
Oh, I remember getting him one actually for
Dude,
one of
he
his
finished
birthdays or something.
Dude, I think he finished a whole bottle by himself. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I remember taking it because that was when I still worked there at the store, and I gave it to him when I came in the morning. And he's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, don't open it here." And I think he opened it, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna go put this in my locker." Like it was, it was like,
so
I can't open this here,
Dude, I always remember. It was I invited him over one time, and we threw him the surprise party here, and my friend Ezekiel showed up. I don't know if you remember Ezekiel. But he showed up and like we were taking shots together and we finished the bottle and we're just like, oh, I'll be right back. Like I'm gonna go to my house and get some more bottles. And then my friend Ezekiel's like, Richard, wait, open up this gift. And he opens up the gift and it was 2 bottles of Pink Whitney. He's like, I ain't going anywhere, boys.
I
Dude.
remember the Pink Whitney.
Dude, and then yesterday, they got him a gift and he got him a bottle of Pink Whitney. Dude, legit, I haven't drunk. I haven't drinking. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Drunk. You're drunk.
Yes,
yeah.
I haven't done that in a very long time. So I took like 2 shots and I was like, oh man, I feel sick. I don't know if you. I don't think you saw my story, but my friend recorded me throwing up last night.
I remember you telling me like, he can record me throwing up. I don't know if he was using it holding it ransom from you.
Oh no, I told him he could post it. I was like, man, this is funny. I looked at my fridge and yes, I do like whiskey because I have my Tennessee whiskey. I think it's apple flavored. Tennessee apple. It's good. But I usually, if I was to drinking like casually, I'll mix it with like Dr. Pepper or like Coke or something, like whiskey and Coke, and then just like sip it, But I'm trying to get fucked up, I'll start taking shots of that bitch.
Well, get ready for whiskey.
Nature Boy, Ric Flair bourbon. I want to see how much a bottle costs, man. I need to get this for Richard.
90 proof. Yeah. Oh, Richard's gonna love this.
How much percent of alcohol is in it? Does it say?
It just says 90 proof.
Ric Flair whiskey. Another own bourbon called Wooski.
Wooski.
Wooski. We could go on to the next story, man, while I find out how much this shit costs.
It's still Ric Flair. Let's see. Here's Trump's victory speech after winning this election, the next election.
And I promise you this, above all else, I'm going to be more obnoxious, more overbearing, and I'm going to make you all learn to love it because you'll have no choice.
My God.
That was Richard after his birthday. After another birthday.
Just talking to me. I was like, Richard, please put me down. Oh my God. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I think he just announced it.
Yeah. I think it's still in the works, but it's something that's about to come out.
Oh man. That's gonna be great. He's gonna get such a surprise when it happens.
Hey, maybe his next favorite drink. Who knows?
Hey, never know, man. He'll drink it.
Here's a AEW Chinese parody: Kamala Harris versus a convicted felon.
Hey, man, look who won. I guess.
And he won like pretty badly. He won like
dude.
It wasn't even close. But whatever. That's life. It happens, right? Sometimes people, wrestling fans especially want to vote for a dictator, and that's apparently
it is what it is. And look, it happened.
Yeah,
he won because of us.
Yeah,
because of wrestling table. Oh my God! I guess
here's Sammy's not family. Okay, then explain this.
I love this picture.
Sami Zayn, I remember that day well. It was a Friday. We went out that night, and I remember it clearly because we were listening to DMX on the way to the club, and it was the first time I'd ever heard someone say that a song was that song was tight. Great times, but sadly those days are gone.
Oh man,
You
dude,
fit right in.
dude, I know, dude. Which one's Sammy? I can't tell.
It's the sideburns for me that really fucking crack me up with Sami Zayn.
Dude, that fucking pencil thin mustache. Hell yeah, man. He's rocking that shit.
This makes me like Sami Zayn, even though like I have liked Sami Zayn, but I tell
Mhm.
you that whole like underdog, it just gets so overused by him. It just bugs me, because he always has that like one, like that Finn Balor, like that one last hit point that he wakes up on and gets revived, and he's able to fucking he's got one hit point, but he has 3 times the strength,
Oh, he has a plus X dexterity.
Yeah,
Roll a
and then
D20, baby.
win.
It's always a critical hit. I'm sorry, I played too much Magic. I'm so sorry.
Lastly, here, I forgot what I had here lastly. Oh, here's a tweet from Dave Meltzer. 2025 Backlash will be at the Tokyo Dome, and this was on 11/4/2024. This post has been deleted. Backlash tweet was apparently a fake.
What the fuck?
Later on, I guess he had saw a tweet that said Backlash was going to be at the Tokyo Dome, and he just tweeted it out immediately, and it was just a fake tweet.
Oh my god. It was apparently a fake. You're like, man, dude, shut up. Give me a break.
Oh, Dave Meltzer, when
Oh,
will you
man.
learn that some things aren't real?
He should join us on our podcast, man, because we talk about fake news too.
He probably gives I'm giving money to LA Knight and Alexa Bliss.
He's all, yeah, he's all, I've been giving money to SGW, man. They're gonna get their ring pretty soon. Apparently that was a fake.
Oh my god. Well, that was another day of podcasting and wrestling news and botches and everything in between.
All the fun stuff. Yes.
Thank everyone for listening. Again, don't take our news as credible or our political views as serious. This is all just for fun.
Yes.
We are not serious at all. Gabe, what do you want to say to people?
To elaborate on what you just said, we poke fun at everything, and please don't take it to heart. Like, it's all for fun and games, and we just fuck around a lot. Please, don't take our words with a heavy heart. But other than that, thank y'all again for sticking around for episode 50. Crazy, man. In 2 weeks, it'll be a year.
God damn, it's flown by.
It sure has, man. But again, thank you to the audience for liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that notification bell, giving us a good review on Spotify, all that stuff. It helps out the channel.
Hell yeah, guys. I want to thank Gabe for being here. I want to thank all y'all for listening, liking, subscribing, and we'll see y'all next time. Later, guys.